Thank you for tuning into Abundant Moments. You know, God made us emotional people. Some people don't like to admit it, but there's something in their life that causes their emotions to flare up or their emotions to kick in. God made us this way, and it's good. But sometimes our emotions get out of control. And one of those ways is with depression. And I'm not talking about depression when you have a chemical imbalance. I'm talking about depression when you go through a hard time. You go through some seasons in your life where it seems like the whole world is against you, things don't work out. You've had a loved one pass, you've had a business fail, a marriage, whatever it is. Sometimes these things will trigger depression in us. When we look at the Bible, we can see Elijah in 1 Kings 19. He went through a season, a time of depression. When you read there, you see that the first thing he did was he isolated himself. You know, that's what the enemy wants us to do. He wants us to get all by ourselves. That way he can tell us things, nobody loves you, nobody's had it this hard, and we just get all caught up in that. And all it does is make things worse. But as you read in 1 Kings 19 about Elijah, you find out this, that God touched him, God provided for him, and God told him to get up and to get back at what he was supposed to do. Now, when you read there, you discover that he got rest and he got food. And when we go through times of depression, we need to make sure that we get the proper food and that we get proper rest. But we need to make sure that we don't just focus everything on ourselves, because that's what Elijah did. He said, God, I'm the only one still serving you. And God spoke and said, Elijah, I got 7,000 right over here that have never, ever bowed their knee to Baal. Or in other words, they've never given up on me. They still serve me. But God gave him a mandate and told him to get up and to get busy. And oftentimes we go through seasons of depression. We isolate ourselves, we get by ourselves, we think it's so bad, and we don't want to do anything. That's when we have to force ourselves to get up. We have to force ourselves, make sure we eat right, we get proper rest, and get up and get involved in somebody else's life. Get up and get involved in doing what you're supposed to do, and you will see that in and of itself will help you with that season of depression. We need to make sure that we listen to the voice of the Lord, because He'll speak to us. He'll give us revelation knowledge. He'll give us comfort and instruction, but we must be sure to listen. So if this is a season that you're going through, know that seasons come and seasons go. Know that it will pass, but know this, God has a great plan for you, and He's going to help you through this season in your life. Look to Him. He's always the answer. Thank you for tuning in.